Hello, my name is Kathy Clements. I am the Aaron Transfer Services Manager. And in this presentation, I'm going to go through a couple of transfer statistics and then some tips to help you get prepared for transfers and save some time for question and answers afterwards. All right, so let's begin. Here you can see the transfers completed per quarter from 2015 to 2018. You see that there's a bit of a steady increase. All three types of transfers are represented here, with most of the increase being in the specified recipient transfers, or sometimes referred to as market transfers. And here we have a slide that represents the 2016 and 2017 completed transfers for the M&A transfers, and the length of time that it has taken to complete them, the green being the 0 to 30 days. And in 2017, you see that we have the percentage of completed transfers is greater in 2017, although there was more transfers. So that's good news. This is 2016 and 2017 for the specified recipient transfers, and the time it took to complete those, and the time frame has changed. It's 0 to 14 days, and that has increased as well. And transfers that have taken over 29 days to complete has decreased in 2017. These are the 2016-2017 inter-RAR transfer stats for the source transfers. That would be where the IP addresses are leaving the Aaron region, and the recipient transfers where they're coming into the Aaron region. And in 2017, the number of transfers have increased. And on the other side here, we have the number of IP addresses that have been transferred. And you'll see that in 2017, the number of IP addresses has gone down by about 3 million. Here we have the legacy versus the Aaron issued, the total IPv4 networks from last year at this time at Aaron 39 and till now. And the total IPv4 networks has gone down by 5,798, and it's broken out into the legacy networks and then the Aaron issued. So where did these go? Over 2,977 of them have become Aaron issued networks due to the specified recipient transfer policy, and 2,821 have gone to either APNIC or RIPE via the inter-RAR transfer. So that's all the statistics. Now I'll go into a few preparation tips you might want to consider when you're submitting an MAA transfer. Be ready to pay your transfer fee immediately. Registration Services cannot begin the review of your transfer until that fee is paid. Identify all transactions that take us from the source organization to the recipient organization. If there's been multiple transactions, outline that for us. It's very helpful. And your exact organization name is important. LLCs and Incs matter. Gather all legal documentation for each corporate event. You can go to the sec.gov for publicly traded companies. That is very helpful in finding that documentation, and some Secretary of State sites, U.S. Secretary of State sites have some of that information. Review the Aaron RSA if you need to have that signed, or the Aaron non-disclosure agreement prior to this, because that could take time. Press releases are not considered legal documentation. You will need to provide your legal documentation, and you can redact any financial or sensitive information that does not relate to the transfer of assets. Aaron is not concerned about that data. Provide all schedules or attachments, included assets, excluded assets, and other exclusions. You will never, ever be asked to return addressing space. And Legacy RSA is an option for recipient organizations if the resources are not currently under a contract. If you have any questions, call the help desk. We're there to help you. And escalation is available, but it could delay things. Here's some tips for the specified recipient transfer. On the source side, verify that the organization name in the database that represents the source is active and in good standing. If there's been merger and acquisition, you will need to go through an 8.2 transfer first to get it into the proper organization name. You will be asked during this process to sign an officer acknowledgement releasing the resources. Make sure an officer signs that and that it is notarized. And for the recipient side of a specified recipient transfer, get pre-approved for your 24-month need, your full 24-month need. Even if you're going to only transfer a portion of that, get pre-approved for your 24-month need. It's free. It'll stay there for 24 months, so you might as well go ahead of time and get it done. There's no justification for an initial /24, so if you don't have addressing space for Marin, there's no justification if you're transferring a 24. For additional blocks or blocks larger than a 24, you'll need to provide details about the use of 50% of the requested space within 24 months. And if you already have addressing space for Marin, you'll have to provide the utilization percentage for the previous IBV4 blocks. And if you do get pre-approved and you're doing the recipient organization for a specified recipient transfer, you still need to submit the 8.3 recipient request form, even if you're pre-approved. Again, you can always call the help desk. There's the phone number. We're staffed from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. We're there to help you. Or you can send an Ask Aaron question via Aaron Online. That's all I have for you. And if you have any questions.
Microphones are open. Any questions for Kathy? Okay, thank you, Kathy.
Thank you very much.